No individual or community of individuals can reach their potential or pursue their dreams without the opportunity to come together, exchange ideas, and organize. It is within the structure of organization and through the commitment of association that we as individuals develop the sense of relationship that motivates us to think and to act on behalf of one another for a common goal. This coming together gives rise to the family, to the marketplace, and to government, but also to voluntary associations dedicated to pursuing some common good. These voluntary organizations, call them charities, nonprofits, NGOs, all serve to unite, amplify, and implement our individual desires to make a difference. Like the Peter C. Alderman Foundation, they organize to alleviate misery and redress grievance.
Our youngest son, Peter, was murdered on September 11th, 2001. He was attending a conference at Windows on the World in the World Trade Center. He didn't work in the building, and he was only 25 years old when he died. We decided we needed to leave a mark, so we created this foundation as a memorial to Pete. Help was available for me, but the people that we're helping, on an average, they have had 7 calamitous events where they've been raped, where they've seen their husband murdered, where they've seen their child thrown against a tree. These people desperately need help. And there isn't any help out there. There's nobody that we know that's doing quite what we're doing, of training local indigenous people to treat their own victimized populations. If mental health care is supported in post-conflict countries, you will see these countries recovering more quickly. We have treated over 100,000 victims of terrorism and mass violence through the doctors that we have trained or the clinics that we operate. Because if people don't care whether they live or die, they are not going to be able to follow the very difficult HIV/AIDS drug regimen. They're not going to bother to put their bed nets down at night. People are going to drink the same filthy water that's flowing by their huts rather than walk that extra mile. We must restore these people to functional lives so that they can learn again how to take care of themselves and how to contribute to their societies.
Like the Parents Circle Families Forum, they organize to combat hate and fear.
أهلا وسهلا فيكم جميعكم عربا ويهودا إسرائيليين وفلسطينيين في هذا اللقاء المشترك. بسنة 2004 برضو مجموعة من القوات الاحتلال أطلقت النار على ابني.
הבן שלי נפל בצבא, והמוות הוא לא מילה, יש לו צורה, והצורה היא לא יפה, אני ראיתי הרבה.
I hate soldiers. I killed my brother. We both were soldiers. Really?
I wish I'm wrong, but I don't believe that in general that the two people can actually live together.
الجندي تحت أي مسمى أو تحت مسمى جندي لأنه ضمن دولة وضمن حكومة. هاي هي كانت أنا اللي بسأل عنه. ليش أنا ما בווזי بالإرهابي?
ילד בן 18 לא קם בבוקר ובוחר שהוא רוצה להחזיק רובה. חיילים לא אוהבים לעמוד במחסומים ולהרביץ לערבים, זה לא ככה. אתם רואים את זה לא נכון.
היום כשאני מסתובב בקניון, כשאני מסתובב בעיר, אני רואה ערבי, ערבייה. אני מסתכל עליהם אחרת.
When I heard to another side, another story, I'm thinking, why hate people?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
זה דוגמה של מפגש שיוצר הזדהות, יוצר אמפתיה, יוצר הבנה, אפילו מודעות, עזבו הבנה, לפני ההבנה, יוצר איזושהי מודעות באמת לקושי ולמורכבות שבו נתון לצד השני.
שלום, שלום.
Like the ONA Bupinge Preservation Project, they organize to prepare for tomorrow's crises and yesterday's wisdom.
The ONA Bupinge Rehabilitation Project is a project that is rehabilitating 30 homes in the Pueblo Core area of Okiawinge. Even though it's a place that we still practice our culture, you know, with the dances, the ceremonies, that kind of thing, but the actual living aspect was dying.
We did a whole preservation planning effort that included a cultural advisory team, and we had tribal elders and leaders really talking to us about their goals for preservation.
By creating what we call UCAT, the Okiawinge Cultural Team, they are comprised of spiritual leaders from the Pueblo who help us address the cultural issues.
They used to tell us a home is like a person. You take care of it, it takes care of you. My grandfather used to tell us that. Now it feels good because people are coming back. You hear kids running around and neighbors, you know, talking with each other and stuff. And before, there's hardly anybody. Now everybody's trying to get along with each other again, and hopefully there'll be more people in the Pueblo again.
It's taken so much time, commitment, energy to make it happen. But it has, and it's happening right now. And so when I walk through the Pueblo, especially during our dances, God, the feeling is just unbelievably amazing to walk through and see the families living in their homes again and knowing that they'll be able to live there for another, hopefully, 400 years from now, just like our ancestors did.
Like the Afghan Institute of Learning, they organize to educate and to empower.
One thing that is really give me inspiration, give me hope, and keep me going is the courageous women of Afghanistan and the courageous children of Afghanistan. I love them. I really love them. People from inside Afghanistan, they asked me to set up a school in Afghanistan. I said, wait a minute, I mean, it's not easy. What am I going to do? I said, okay, we will set a policy. If you are going to help me, I will help you. And the way you're helping me is that you give me your home. You give me the place and I provide the teacher. If she was not agreed to risk her life, I couldn't do it. And if I wasn't agreed to risk my life with my team to bring books and supplies, I was not doing the job. This community, if they were not risking their life to protect her, they were not doing the job. In reality, to tell you, really, it was a teamwork. When you love somebody, you are willing to give everything. And that's the reason I feel that what I have, I can give them. I can build a center, I can build a school, I can build a clinic, that these women come and get something that ease their pain. It takes courage to come to that door. That bright woman, that bright child is going to be the leader of Afghanistan. The Afghanistan that people can all live together in harmony and peace.
And like the Concerned Parents Association and the religious leaders of Uganda, they organized to rescue their children and preserve a culture of love and forgiveness.
The Rebel Lord's Resistance Army, or LRA, continues its battle with government forces in Uganda, causing chaos in the north of the country.
The school was like a burial ground. The clothing and books and properties of the girls were littered everywhere.
Last May, 14 villagers were abducted there and marched into the bush.
It was hell. The situation was hell.
To see these innocent, children who had not done anything wrong, but they're suffering like this. It really touched me. It moved me.
When my daughter was taken, I was so angry. I was so bitter. And I was not alone because so many girls were taken from the same school. And when we formed the Concerned Parents Association, the group of these parents realizing the need to work together, to cry together, to pray together, and to advocate together, we realized our voices would go very far, would be loud, and would be heard by many more people.
Forgiveness is actually embedded in our culture. It is cherished. It is considered to be a means of continuous coexistence.
We had to go back and forgive those who had sinned against us, who had caused us pain.
Forgiveness is a must. It's a must for us if we want to heal our society. But if you don't forgive, there's no future. No future without forgiveness.
Here at Assisi, we are moved deeply by the exemplars and examples gathered at one place. But we're not here simply to be touched or feel good about ourselves. But we're here to struggle with an underlying issue. How can we move beyond the learning experience, organize, and join together with family and friends, as well as with strangers throughout the world? We must come together to affirm love and forgiveness as indispensable to good, decent, and happy lives among all people everywhere. How do we do it? How can we multiply such actions? Finding the answers to that question presents us with the extraordinary challenge of this meeting. And after all of our hopes are inspired by time spent together, if we don't solve it, it will gnaw at our very souls. We don't know all or even most of the answers, but we do know that we are graced to be among some who in their own separate realms have led us to seek answers. And as one small step forward, today we announce a new experimental program to expand upon our efforts to identify and extol exemplars, a Fetzer Award. We invite everyone to participate in this international, web-based search for organizations doing the most and helping the most to foster love and forgiveness. Tell us your stories. Send us your images. Share with the world your passion for change. Please answer our clarion call. What in the world are you doing? And I strongly encourage all of our NGOs that are present at this conference, all the nonprofits, to enter into this competition. Thank you very much on behalf of the NGO faculty. Thanks.
I can build a center, I can build a school, I can build a clinic.
It's taken so much time, commitment, energy to make it happen.
Trying to address the whole food ecosystem in one project is a huge undertaking.
To work together, to cry together, to pray together, and to advocate together.
The joyful giving of oneself to transform other people's lives.
I love them. I really love them.
If you're part of an NGO or nonprofit, think about the connection between love and action in your work. Tell us how your work fosters love and forgiveness in the communities you serve, and qualify for a $25,000 award from the Fetzer Institute.
There's a whole invisible community that's already doing the work, and part of our role is to make that community visible.
I think they can help us round out our understanding of love and forgiveness in ways that we could not dream in a million years.
So tell us, what in the world are you doing to feed more, to teach more, to love more? Share the story of how your NGO or nonprofit's work advances love and forgiveness in the communities you serve, and enter the competition to win $25,000 to build more, to empower more, to love more. Follow the links on this page to enter the competition and to show your work to the world in our global gallery of love and forgiveness. So, tell us.
Dites-le nous.
Namaste.
Tell us.
What in the world are you doing?